This is from the channel Hoemath, but it really kind of just puts a button on the modern woman right here, and it's an answer to her own question. My guess is this was posted sometime around Halloween, given the fact that this costume looks to be in quite a bit of disarray, just like her hair. I'm guessing that this wasn't too long after the pump and dump occurred.
Yep.
Let's check it out.
All a guy has to say is that he's been in prison or rehab, and it's like my head tips right over and my brain starts to slip out of my ear. What is it with girls like me?
You are overgrown children. Every choice feels either good or bad and is either good or bad for you. When we choose things that feel bad but are good for us or for the world, people say that you are strong, you're doing the right thing. If you make choices that feel bad and are bad for you, that's just self-destructive. When you do good things that feel good, that's just a wise choice. Like, oh, let's have a smoothie. But when you do things that are bad for you but feel good, they tend to feel really good. When we do difficult things that are good for us, life generally gets better over time. That's like, oh, this was a hard week, but it paid off. When we choose fun things that are bad for us, life looks like this. What a great party, now I'm hungover. What a fun first date, now I have to cry for a month. And the fun parts get less fun with time, like drug addiction. So when you say,
What is it with girls like me?
what it is that you're not thinking any farther ahead than this. That's why what I love most is understanding things, and what I hate most is, hey, do whatever you want. Your behavior has no connection to reality. What we do is the difference between this, and I would prefer it if civilization did not collapse.
I love the end.
God, that was great.
Yeah. Listen, Hoemath.
That was good.
1,000%, and I think he earned one of these.
Yeah.
100% thug life.
Yes, 1,000%.
But that goes along with the oxytocin thing.
Yes.
Women make all these choices to bang all these hot guys that don't give a shit about them. And it feels great. Oh, no. And before you know it, they're right around 35. Where are the good men?
Where are the good men? What is it with girls like me?
Well, you're a DNA receptacle. You're a swamp donkey. And you're probably infected with Vada or Devil's Braille or shame pimples. Let's call it that.
Shame pimples.
If you're 50 acting like you're 25, don't expect any magical treatment.
Yeah. After you sit on, 50 roosters, you're probably going to get a minor case at best of herpagana syphilades.
For the broken shoulder, neck, back, knee.
You're going to itch at the very least.
Yeah. It's not good.
No.
It's not good for these ladies at all.
Yeah, they don't like the internal itching.
Oh. Yeah. And some of them may keep it a secret, hoping that you'll scratch it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Listen, that's the kind of thing that gets people buried with a backhoe.
Yeah. I mean, this summarizes modernity in a nutshell. There is no concept of consequences, cause and effect. They have been bleached and sterilized from accountability so often, and with the help of men. Okay, like men are not blameless in this at all.
They're the worst.
Well,
we let them get away with it because we want to get a piece of land.
You got to call it what it is. We have men get consequences.
Yeah.
Women have consequences. They're not the same thing.
That's true. We get conned, and they're just can't understand normal things.
I can't tell you how many times, I've had female soldiers screw up. They start crying. They get a pass because of reasons in vagina.
Oh yeah, or they get to go through Ranger School with reduced standards and then
Correct.
talk about how I can do anything a man can do. Sure, you can. We got some great workout fails that we're going to share with you guys later on the Fucked Up but Funny section on New Text.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out just how much you can do.
I'll say this though, from what I personal experience, more chicks I've met, if you get to talking to them, they get less pissed off hearing about this stuff than some of the men that are in that white pill. The men, there are some men that get 10 times more angry and aggressive at this shit than women do.
Those are there are
worst.
pick-me's on both sides.
Yeah,
1,000%.
I don't fuck those guys, man.
Yeah, that there's even groups on Facebook dedicated to these guys called "You Save Some Pussy for the Rest of Us, Bruh."
Yeah, those guys are called pity penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another group called "I Hope She Sees This Comment and Totally Let You Break Off a Piece." Yeah, it's not going to work either.
Yeah.
It's bad news bears, man, but it definitely explains a lot. Rose M jumped in. Woof, H cups? Yes. No wonder she's never asked you to let go of those puppies. They have to be heavy enough that the support feels great. You're not wrong.
Listen, after the birth of my first daughter, my ex-wife went from a double D to like a G.
That'll do it.
She started crying, and I couldn't stop laughing.
You were like, yeah, great, mommy milkers. And she's like, oh, my back.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
When I met my wife, she was a 34F and said she wanted him bigger. And I looked her dead in the face and I said, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, knocked her up. Boy comes out. The mommy milkers come in.
They never
and
go
she's
away.
like, oh, my back. I'm like, now, if you remember, about 4 or 5 years ago, you and I had a talk about something in particular. She's like, fuck you.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.